We've been lucky Monday, we've been lucky Tuesday. Wednesday, not looking too bad for people who have those par 3 tournament tickets for the practice round on Wednesday. The rest of the week, let's get into, but let's talk about tomorrow first, Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's really nice for the par 3. We're going to have warmer temps than today. It took a little bit of some time for those clouds to finally break up for us this afternoon, but it did finally happen, and we should see a little bit more sunshine tomorrow, but generally just kind of partly cloudy, mostly sunny, and those high temperatures should be close to 90 by tomorrow afternoon.
So we are warming up in a hurry on Wednesday.
Wind could be a little bit more of a factor tomorrow, not necessarily expecting breezy conditions, but it was pretty calm today wind-wise. Those will be picking up between 5, maybe get close to 10 miles an hour. But UV index, definitely remember the sunscreen tomorrow. That's going to be a big part of it.
So rain is not part of the picture at all on Wednesday?
No. Should be completely dry tomorrow, so that is the good news. We're still going to be well ahead of this next incoming cold front, so just really warmer than average temperatures. That's the big weather story tomorrow. But then here comes the front, and
the honorary starters tee us off Thursday morning. The tournament starts Thursday morning. The strokes start to count. There's a lot of attention on Thursday. How bad does it look?
So Thursday, honestly, doesn't look too bad. I think early in the morning we're okay. It would be kind of later into the day, maybe getting closer to sunset to where some rain does arrive, but it doesn't look like a washout by any means Thursday. So I think day one should be okay for the most part. Maybe a little bit more of a wind, picking up around 10, 12 miles an hour, but still not as breezy as what we're expecting to get by the
So round one, we're going to give a check mark to. Round two on Friday.
Friday right now, I would say definitely anytime from around midday into the afternoon. Rain is looking all but guaranteed for us. This front is just going to be right on top of us. Maybe early in the morning Friday, it's not terrible. I would imagine, though, by lunchtime, especially into the afternoon, is looking kind of like a washout for us. And temperature-wise, not too bad. Probably seeing temps in the 60s and 70s.
You guys don't say 100% very often, but are you pretty sure Friday is going to be wet?
Our rain percent right now for Friday is like 70%. Saturday is up to 80%.
Okay,
so getting to the elusive 100%.
Saturday is even wetter than Friday.
Absolutely.
So this is still the same front coming through.
Yes, it is the same front that's just going to be sinking a little bit further south by Saturday. And since we're going to be on the northern end of that front by Saturday, that means the cold air is returning. So I think anyone that makes the cut into the weekend, it is going to be a grind out there Saturday, because we're talking temps only in the 40s and 50s all day long. Northeast winds 10 to 15, gusting over 20.
Wow.
Rain's falling. We're not expecting thunderstorms Saturday. You probably know better than I do. They let them play if it's just rain. It's just not thunderstorms.
Severe weather will clear. They'll sound the horn for severe weather. And you know this, there could be a random lightning strike. And with the gallery and all the patrons they have out there and the pros, they're not going to take any chances.
Right.
So we're hoping there's no electricity, there's nothing severe in these.
Yeah, and I would say the storm chances, if we do see a storm during tournament play, it would most likely be late Thursday into Friday. By Saturday, not expecting a ton of lightning, but it will be rain, and it could be heavy at times. You factor in the wind, the cold temps, it's just looking like a mess.
The National, of course, they know about severe weather, they know about any kind of weather, and they're also good at starting players off the 1 tee and the number 10 tee into getting them going, larger groups, so they can get golfers through the golf course faster.
Absolutely.
But you're talking about a lot of rain over a short amount of time right in the heart of this golf tournament.
Yeah, but and that's the thing, not even light rain, but potentially 1-2 inches of rain, possibly more than that.
Yeah.
So
a good soaker.
Good soaker.
A really good soaker.
Yeah.
So are you feeling like this could be a Monday finish for the Masters this year, if ever it's set up to be?
Yeah, I would hate to be the one that has to make that call to either cancel play Saturday or something like that. But I think it's going to be a steady rain. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. We'll have to wait and see if they actually do cancel anything. But by Sunday, it does kind of improve. So I'm hoping they'll be able to get in both those weekend rounds on schedule. But
they may start early on Sunday to finish up what they missed on Saturday.
And that's kind of when the rain chances potentially could be highest. Sunday is kind of early in the morning, but much drier kind of later into the day. But wind's also going to be a factor even if that rain clears out for the final round, because we're talking wind gusts picking up to maybe 25, 30 miles an hour.
Wow, what a test for those golfers
Absolutely.
This is going to be.
Yep.
And a test of our patience for all the rest of us, especially if you're holding one of those badges for one of those days. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but they are the best at putting on a golf tournament in the world.
Absolutely.
They know how to get the golfers through. They know how to keep the patrons safe. So there'll be a lot of pressure on those committees as they watch this front come through.
Absolutely, and the sub-air system's going to be on full blast, I think,
Yeah.
just helping dry things out. But it is one of those golf courses that if you had a big rainstorm, that would be the one that could kind of make it back to normal play
Wow.
quickest.
We go from really hot on Wednesday, you know, where
Yeah.
we're pushing, what, 90, did you say?
Well, close to 90 tomorrow.
To
Yeah.
rainy and 40s over the weekend.
It's crazy. I mean, they're going to see all types of weather throughout the week. Right now, we're just kind of warm and dry. It's a little bit humid out there, so that can also impact the golf course where there's a little bit more humidity rather than dry air. But for the most part, it's going from hot and dry to cold and wet within a couple day stretch.
And all we can hope for as mere mortals is that this system kind of moves through faster than you expect, but you're saying it
Absolutely.
sort of stalls out with all the models right now.
Yeah, I mean, this graphic kind of shows what could happen across the area. So this is two different models that we're looking at, and the American model still brings over an inch, but I would say substantially less rain than what the European model is thinking. And what's different about these two is they're just placing that front in a little bit different spot. So you can see how that kind of impacts rain totals. With the European model, it thinks that front's going to be right on top of us, bringing widespread heavy rain. The GFS model has that front stalled out a little bit further north and could keep that heavier rain away from Augusta.
That could be good.
So there is some
Wiggle room
There's
there.
some wiggle room.
Some wiggle
for
room.
Exactly where that heaviest rain does kind of line up.
All right, we're watching Masters Week forecast with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. We're going to pin him down at 11 o'clock and ask him about all this all over again because it could change by the hour.
Absolutely, and I would say definitely stay updated with the forecast because it's fluid right now, so it can definitely change, and we still don't have a fine-tune exactly the hour-by-hour rain chances. It could be to where maybe early morning rounds are perfectly fine most of those days, but it's just kind of afternoon it gets wet. So
If you have Wednesday tickets, enjoy your day. Use
Absolutely.
sunscreen because it's going to be hot and sunny at Augusta National Golf Course.
that is right, very hot, so yeah, be prepared, stay hydrated.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll check in with Riley a little later.